Okay, well, first off, I wanted to thank you for joining us and
Professor Lander supposedly not into armpits. Yeah, I totally believe you.
agreeing to partake in this interview.
I'm happy to be here.
Motherfucker, that's you.
Hi YouTube, welcome back in hell. My name is Cypress, and today we'll be watching a new Professor Lando video. Professor Lando finally uploaded a new video. This is Armpits Explained. I'm already scared. Why are we talking about armpits? Oh god, what am I doing to myself? Okay, here we go.
Hello students, my name is Professor Lando,
Hi,
and
Professor.
in today's lecture we are going to learn about armpits.
Oh hell yeah,
So we've covered a myriad of topics here at the Lando Institute
We
of
sure have.
Guidance, Maturity, and Academics, and these topics have ranged greatly in their level of depravity. And so students, you might be wondering, why is it that today we're going over something so mundane?
Yeah, why are we talking about armpits? I'm really scared. Why do we need a lesson about this? In what way are we going to talk about armpits?
Hidden behind the most unassuming things, like armpits, the community at large continues to push the boundaries of what is considered, how would you say, desirable, what is considered an object of desire, an object of lust. And in layman's terms, what I'm saying exactly is that people out there find armpits attractive.
Oh god, do you find armpits? I mean, you know what? I'm not gonna judge you. If you find armpits attractive, that's your thing. I will not judge you. Yeah.
First off, I don't want to make any assumptions on the educational level here in this classroom right now. So why don't we start with something simple? What is an armpit?
The thing that smells. The thing that smells.
Okay, so if you don't know, students, the
Bro, did you just draw Rouge the Bat out of nothing? You're so good at drawing. What the hell? Like, I'm not kidding. Every time when I watch his videos, I'm like, damn, you can draw. You can really draw.
armpit is going to be the part of the body located in this general area. Here you go, if you're having trouble seeing that right
Yeah, I was actually fine, please.
there.
Put that down. I saw it
The students
without
in the
it.
back.
Hard to
That
miss.
is what we are talking about when
Yeah.
we refer to the armpit. So just know that going forward for the usage of this lecture, that is what we in fact are referring to. So,
Thank you.
students, you might be looking at my drawing here, my educational diagram, and you might be thinking to yourself, Professor Lando, that seems a little not quite right. That is maybe a little naughty, you might be thinking. And to that, I would say that they
naughty.
are already getting to you. Who's they? Well, that's what this lecture is going to be about. But firstly, I would like to say that what I see is a fully clothed woman. Beautiful woman, that woman.
I mean, she is. That's not wrong.
But a fully clothed one nonetheless.
Yes.
And no explicit body part is being exposed.
Honestly, yes, that's what I'm thinking too. Why the f are there suddenly clouds there? Why is it raining? Why are there clouds there?
So when you ask, Professor Lando, is that allowed? Yeah. Why wouldn't it be? The premise of this lecture
Why does Mark keeps getting added to the picture?
hinges on the fact that armpits are indeed on the rise in terms of popularity.
Oh, they are?
We can
How do
take a
we
look at these
know?
examples in modern media to show what I'm talking about. All right, students, here you can see a compilation of very intentional.
How do you know that these pits are shown for that reason? Aren't they just... Okay, maybe this one. This one seems pretty sus, but the one before could have just been a pose. It was just a pose. And she just happens to, you know, wear clothes that you can see the armpits.
Sing in mainstream media. The market continuously adapts to the taste of the
What does it say about me? I have no sleeve, but I swear I did not think of this design because of armpits.
Here we see an undeniable shift towards that,
God.
with armpits being showcased
What are these examples?
more as the demand for armpits increases, thus being recognized
Is the demand for armpits increasing, or do you just notice the armpits because you're into armpits?
and served by the companies. All right, students, I almost forgot, but before we continue with the rest of the lecture, I want to go over our next homework assignment. You're going to need to check out Silver and Blood Requiem, a spectacular gothic aesthetic
Oh, but I do like silver and I like blood.
RPG set in the continent of Menexus, where blood
Hold on, do they have armpits? If they don't show all the armpits, I'm not gonna play.
Serves as the fountain of life and the
kidding, go
carrier
check
of
it out.
memories for your adventure in this dark fantasy medieval epic.
Discover the sparks of the apocalypse. Awaken the dormant power of blood.
And as you students know, our school is focused on the most important intellectual pursuits. Anime girls and boys, and, well, their armpits.
Okay, the armpits, let's go!
And as you can see here, we can appreciate the success of Silver and Blood
Hell
Requiem
yeah!
in that aspect, with the Gothic style characters
Instantly
and
download!
their
Instantly!
armpits. Thankfully, Silver and Blood Requiem also has a cast of over 50 medieval characters and
50
romanticist roles to
armpits!
choose from.
No,
Each
wait,
with a
not 50 armpits, 100 armpits. Let's go, everyone, let's go.
distinct identity for you to battle and forge unbreakable bonds with. Not to mention, Silver and Blood Requiem's base drawing probability is 4%, which means that on average, you're going to pull an SSR after about 20 to 30 pulls, which is much higher than similar gacha games. And trust me, I should know.
Why is he looking so sus? Oh shit. Oh, I'm so sorry for you.
Featuring
Right.
music.
I'm so sorry. Get some help.
From renowned video game composer Yasunori Nishiki, command the shifting tides of battle to retake the land of Menexus from the monstrous blood beasts, and be enthralled by a star-studded voice cast, including Takahito Koyasu and Akari Kito, as they bring the vassals to life.
完全な記憶
It's an absolutely breathtaking audio experience you're not going to want to miss as you harness the power of blood and purge the horrors that lurk within this gothic landscape. Blood memories awaken, the path home begins. Alright students, you can download and play Silver and Blood Requiem by clicking the link in the description below or by scanning the QR code on the screen here for both PC and mobile users. Don't forget, you can click these links to also check out the What Hue Does Your Blood Hold events as well. Thank you so much to Skystone Games and to Silver and Blood Requiem for sponsoring today's lecture. Let's get back to class with a Ligma University exclusive interview with one of these twisted individuals that finds
Oh god,
armpits
there's an actual
attractive.
interview? The identity of people involved in this interview have been anonymized to ensure their safety. Who's gonna come after them? Who's gonna come after them?
No, please have a seat.
He's so serious. 69 minutes. Oh, I love him.
Okay, well, first off, I wanted to thank you for joining us and
Professor Lander supposedly not into armpits. Yeah, I totally believe you.
agreeing to partake in this interview.
I'm happy to be here
Motherfucker, that's you.
and tell people about this experience. So yeah, it's no problem at all.
So can you just, how did this all start?
Yeah, why did it start?
Well, I've liked armpits ever since I could remember, really. Ever since I was a kid, when I was a kid, I played
Started
this
young.
game. Are you familiar with Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yes. Oh my god, is it actually Rouge the Bad awoken that interest?
That's sick.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they don't wear shirts, a lot of them, and
I mean, he has a point.
sorry.
They actually don't. Yeah.
No, we can keep going.
It's disgusting.
You know, I haven't spoken to my family in years.
Oh, it's bad.
That must have been hard.
That's really a problem.
Been hard, but you know, this is the life I chose to be into armpits. Yeah.
And are the armpits worth it? Are they worth not speaking to your family anymore?
Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
That's the sort of thing with these kinds of things. I mean, you don't really plan to be into armpits, but then you find yourself.
What I wonder is like, how badly are you into armpits that it has caused your family to distance themselves from you? Like, how bad is it?
Alone at night and just
Don't cry, don't cry.
Sorry.
Don't cry, don't cry.
no. So yeah, I'm okay. If I could stop, I would.
I do hope you can get the help you need, but I do appreciate you giving us your time and coming on here to tell the world about your affliction.
I just think it's so hot.
Wait. Why did you end it like that? Oh god. This person passed away shortly after this interview. Oh my god, you're not fooling anyone, Professor Lando. I know who you are. I know what you are. It was reported that he suffocated while he breathed face deep in some pit. No foul play is suspected. Oh, funny.
These people live among us, and it's our duty to weed them out, identify them,
And what?
make sure that we don't fall into the same fate that they have
I will not.
unfortunately found themselves in.
I will not. I'll be fine. I'm into normal stuff like
So,
clowns.
you might be wondering, Professor Lando, now that I know that there are malicious actors out there trying to convince me, an innocent person, to be attracted to armpits of all things,
Imagine there are actually people out there kidnapping people, showing them pictures and videos of armpits, trying to turn you into one of them. Imagine.
what can I do to protect myself?
Yeah, what do
well,
I do?
have a diagram for you.
Oh, I really hate the sound of chalks on boards. I swear, I fucking hate it. I don't know why. My ears really don't enjoy that sound.
This is the Professor Lando diagram of armpit complexity.
Oh.
Memorize what I'm about to show you, and you will be well equipped to face the
Right.
dangers of armpits online.
Pay attention, everyone. Pay attention. Write it out.
1. So what are we talking
Why
about
is he
when
so
we say
good at this?
armpit complexity? Well, mainly, specifically, the amount of detail present in a depiction of armpits online. And first we have level 1, safe. As you can see here in this diagram, this depiction of an armpit, there are no lines drawn. This is something akin to like a cartoon or like a stick figure drawing almost. You can see there's no indication of any sort of complexity or detail here. So here at level 1, you can be confident that you are safe. Level 2. Here in level 2, you're going to see the emergence of a line. We are seeing the addition of this complexity here on a very basic level. Perhaps
Yes.
this is an artist's depiction of depth there. They want to imply that, yes, that
I wanted to say, but so does it immediately mean when an artist is really good at drawing, they're like really skilled? Does it mean they're trying to turn me into an armpit loving person?
is an armpit, and there is a sort of a pit, obviously, a depth there. And I'm simply trying to convey to you my artistic merit in being able to depict said body part. And so here at level 2, we are increasing the complexity, but still safe.
Okay.
Next up, we have
Little detail, but not too
level
much.
3. Here we see the complexity increase with the addition of
a
another
second
line,
line.
perhaps 2. We are officially in dangerous territory.
What do I
You
do
can't
now,
be
Professor?
exactly sure who are your friends and who are your enemies. What is that?
No, why you're asking us? You are the professor.
See the increase in complexity with the armpits. And I guess the question you really have to ask yourself is why?
Why?
Why are these lines added, and are they necessary?
I mean, in my opinion, aren't they always necessary? Because you're trying to depict something that exists, so you're trying to make it look as real as possible. Although, that doesn't make sense because people have their own art styles, and then you don't have to make it as similar as the real thing. Therefore, you're right! Why are they there? Why are the lines there? What's the reason for it? It's not a realism drawing or whatever that genre of drawing is called. Oh my god, they're trying to turn me into an armpit lover.
Here, I would say that
Oh my
although
God.
suspect territory, you can't be exactly sure if you're in the danger zone or not. Because, maybe this is just simply an attention to detail. Wanting to
Wait a minute. What if this video is just him trying to turn us into armpit lovers? He's telling us to be careful, but he is showing us all of the pictures that we should not be seeing. I feel like this is a trap.
be more specific and more perhaps anatomically correct. So I would say proceed with caution here at level 3, but don't assume you're safe. However, with the next level, level 4.
But what are we
Here at
supposed to
level
do,
4,
Professor?
we see the complexity of the armpit reach completely unnecessary levels with so many lines and creases being added, like you're trying to tell the age of a tree. This is completely absurd.
tree.
Maybe you'll even see a bit of that freshly shaven
Okay, that's
razor
really
burn,
detailed, yeah.
or perhaps some musk coming off of the armpit to depict maybe some heat emanating off of it. Maybe you got some sweat beads there.
I have never seen that in an anime or any animation. What the f are you watching? Actually, why I'm asking is I know what you're watching. I know what you're watching.
Yeah, or maybe you can even add a little bit of a hair, you know, a little bit of hair never. So you've been warned. Level 4, that's when we've completely gone off the deep end, and I would turn the other way.
Oh, that's what you're supposed to do? Just turn the other way? Couldn't you just said that if you see armpits, just turn around?
The question is why? What exactly is the mechanism driving the popularity of armpits? And that mechanism is
Power
creep. If you play trading card games, competitive trading card
I
games,
don't.
you might be familiar with the concept.
I
The
don't.
same thing happens when it comes to explicit body parts and desire. Let's go back in time. Let's go back and take a look at what people considered attractive. Many, many years ago, the thought of seeing someone's ankle was scandalous. To see someone's a little bit of
Yes.
skin showing because a dress was
Oh, wait a minute. That might actually make a little bit sense. Maybe it's because you don't see people's armpits. I mean, you do see people's armpits, don't get me wrong. But it's not like, it's not something you see all the time because you have to lift your arm to see the armpit, right? Is that it?
a little too short was considered perhaps explicit, lustful even. Of course, nowadays we see something like this and think, well, that's ridiculous. So that's where we're starting. The bar is low. But over time, people got used to the ankle, right? So we have to push the boundaries to get that same rush that we used to feel when looking at an ankle. So what started as an ankle might evolve to thighs and thigh
I like
highs
that.
and
I like
that little bit
that.
of squish that's shown just below the skirt.
Hell yeah.
See, our senses are getting dulled. We get used to the things we see, and we require more activation.
so we go
of
to armpits?
That little thing in the back of our brains. Ankles weren't enough. Thighs eventually weren't enough. Now this is something mundane. This is something you might see me wearing at the mall, or I don't know. But eventually, you need
I
to
would
go even
love to
further
see that.
beyond. And so, we start liking things like wearing diapers. It's a
Sorry, wait, who is we? Who is this we he's talking about? Not me! Not me! What the hell? Who likes that?
No, that's gross. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah, sure.
Stupid.
Sure.
Finding yourself
I know
being
what you are.
attracted to armpits of all things. God. All right, students. So in conclusion, I think we've learned that yes, there are people out there that see armpits as objects of lust, of desire. And it's sick and it's twisted. And I would say to you, don't let these troubled individuals convince you that you should not draw armpits or not post a selfie, that you should be embarrassed
Wait.
and or ashamed of such a normal, run-of-the-mill body part. It's just an armpit.
I know what this is. He's trying to make us show more armpits in our social media so he has more material to look at. I know what this is.
Right. So I would say just keep posting them. Or drawing them. Or what have you. Because nothing's wrong with an armpit. It's just a normal body part. I mean, this is ridiculous.
This whole video was just him trying to get us to post more armpits, okay?
Right, that people are even
God.
attracted to this normal body part. It's crazy to me. What's next?
Professor Lando,
Well,
it's okay. I am not judging you. If you love armpits, you love armpits, okay? I'm not gonna shame anyone for what they like. You do you. I might laugh a little bit, but it's out of love.
What are people going to be into next? It's crazy to me.
For free?
Yeah, I don't know.
For free! It's really generous today.
Hi, thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please don't forget to give a like to the video and subscribe to my channel. I also stream live on Twitch and on YouTube, so follow me on Twitch or just turn on the notification bell on YouTube to know when I go live. I hope to see you there. Bye!